Hey friends, Sheelagh here. I'm a nutritionist and bicycle traveler, and today I'm very excited to share with you my favorite recipe for cycling energy bites. I created this recipe years ago when I was competing in half Ironman and Ironman triathlons. I was obviously doing a lot of cycling and training, and I found that the energy bars that were on the market at that time were kind of divided into two categories. They were either made with a lot of kind of processed ingredients and preservatives, or there were more natural varieties, but because they were working with a lot of nuts, they would often end up pretty high in fats and proteins and lower in carbs. We want more carbohydrates because they are going to be a quick source of fuel for our bodies, whereas fats and proteins, they take longer to digest, so they can cause some digestive distress and we just can't use them as quickly. Now, of course, everybody is different with what is going to work best for their bodies when they are training, but I absolutely swear by these bites. They have gotten me through 3 half Ironmans, a full Ironman, and all the training involved in training for those races. They're made with all natural ingredients, they are gluten-free and plant-based, so they're great for a lot of different dietary needs, and they're also very high in carbohydrates, so they're going to give you a lot of quick fuel, and they still have a little bit of fat and protein, so they're nicely balanced as well. And I find them to just be the perfect little pop of energy throughout my rides. And I hope you give them a try and love them as much as I do. Okay, let's get into the recipe, but before we do, if you are new to this channel and you're very excited about this recipe and the things I share here, I would love it if you would hit subscribe and hit the little bell to be notified whenever I put out new videos. And whether you are new or old, if you like this video, please give it a like, because it really supports my channel. Thanks, let's get going. Yes, my chair swivels. Okay, so first step is dates. We need 30 dates. And we're going to process them in the food processor until they break down into little teeny tiny pieces. My ears are ringing. That's pretty good. Good enough, because it's loud and I don't want to do it anymore. Okay, then we're going to take these guys out of the food processor. Now we're going to pulse a 1/4 cup hemp seeds or hemp hearts and 1/2 cup walnuts. Now we need 2 cups rolled oats, gluten-free if you are gluten-free. Now we're going to add back in our dates, and we're going to add 3 tablespoons maple syrup and 3 tablespoons honey. So if you're doing the math, those are 3 types of natural sugars going in here. We have dates, maple syrup, and honey. And the reason for all that sugar is that those carbohydrates, those sugars, are going to be quick energy sources. They are simple carbohydrates, which means they are simple for our bodies to absorb and use as fuel, which is key when you are biking for hours. Honey, so good. 1/2 cup brown rice flour and a 1/4 cup unsweetened shredded coconut. And lastly, 1/2 teaspoon salt, because we want to make sure we are getting those electrolytes. I use Himalayan pink salt. And then we are going to pulse all of this together. So now you can see a nice little crumbly dough has formed, and if I pick it up and smush it between my fingers, it'll roll into a cute little ball. If for some reason it isn't coming together, it might be that your dates are dry, or for all kinds of reasons, you can always add a little more maple syrup or even a teeny splash of water. For the most part, it should come together pretty well. So now we just have to roll. I like to roll them into cute little 1-inch balls like this, but you could also do bars or squares or however you like to consume your little energy snacks. And just like that, you have 30 cute little bites. I find what I tend to do is before I'm heading out on a training ride or for a race, I will calculate how much I'm going to need for that race. I'll put that amount in a little Ziploc, and that sits on my little box on the bike frame, and then I just pop a little snack whenever I need it, and they keep me very well fueled so I can have my best ride. Whether you are training for a race or competing in a race, or preparing to head out on a bike tour, I hope you find these little bites helpful. I will have the recipe and nutrition facts over on my website, which I will link to below. If you do give them a try, let me know what you think in the comments below. Happy riding, thanks for watching, and I will see you soon. Have a good one, bye.